What's up, everybody? Welcome to Podcast Now Plus. I'm Alex, and in this video, I want to talk about Alan Wake 2 being in development. Now, I understand that this is almost a week old at this point. I saw it when it happened, and I was like, I can't freaking believe it. I'm so excited, and I thought that maybe I could talk about it, and then I was like, well, I have some other videos I kind of want to make, and now we're on Monday, and there's absolutely nothing happening today, so there's got to be something. There's got to be some video to fill this slot, so I thought, why not talk about Alan Wake 2? And so I'm very excited. I am. Let me just quickly stop for right now and just say how pumped I am. Alan Wake was a very fun, special game for me. I played it with my friend at the time. I did not own an Xbox console whatsoever, and I would go over to my friend's house and I would rent. I rented Alan Wake, and I rented it, I believe, 4 different times because I would go over to his house, we'd sleep over, and I would play the game, or I would rent the game, and I'd bring it to his house, and we would play it overnight. And we did that about 4 times. We would drink all the Mountain Dew in the world, the most unhealthy kind of drink you could ever have, and we'd play the game. And it was so good. So good. I'm kind of a baby. I've talked about that before with like horror things, whether it's horror games or horror movies. So I was pretty scared. We had to let like his dog out, and so like we'd be afraid. We would have to turn on the outside light instead of just keeping it dark. So like, it messed with us at the time, but man, what a game. And I've been wanting an Alan Wake 2 forever. I never, this is a confession time, I never played Control. Now, I own it because of PlayStation Plus now, but I haven't played it yet, so give me maybe a couple months and I'll get that beaten, but I understand that it's in the same universe, and they want to kind of build out that universe, so that's awesome. I'm very, and I obviously know, Alan Wake himself is in it, so like, or like in the expansion, so like they're doing some amazing things. Well, the rumor from our good old friend Jeff Grubb, he basically just confirmed Alan Wake 2 is happening. Epic is going to be the publisher to it. Okay, there was a bidding war for the game, and Epic won the publishing bid for it. And they're going to be, giving them money, like basically supporting their game or funding the game from the ground up. Instead of buying a game when it's already done, this is a game that they just started to work on. Now, to me, this isn't, like, surprising. It's fantastic that we finally get confirmation, but it's not surprising because you look at Control, you look at what Remedy has done really from Alan Wake on, and just Alan Wake is such a special game where I still think it probably, now I haven't played Control, but I mean, to me, Alan Wake is the best game that Remedy has ever made. Obviously, Control would probably take the cake from some people, and that's totally cool, but I think there's obviously a lot of power in that name, like in the literal franchise, even though it's technically kind of one game in the franchise of Alan Wake. So and by the way, I should say this, that's pretty much all Jeff Grubb said. He said, like, it's real, it's happening, they're making it, so they've already kind of started it, but he doesn't know when it's going to be announced. He doesn't know when it's going to be released, okay? We do have, and the articles that have kind of been talking about what Jeff Grubb said, they've gone to the last couple things that we've gotten that Remedy has said, which is the first project is Remedy's most ambitious one yet, a AAA multi-platform game already in pre-production. The second is a new, smaller-scale project set in the same franchise. Both games are being developed on Remedy's proprietary state-of-the-art Northlight game engine and tools. Both games will be launched on next-gen console platforms and PC, obviously Epic exclusive, in the next few years. So Control came out end of August of 2019. We're not there yet, but we're approaching 2 years. You had like the Ultimate Edition of Control, and there was actually quite a bit of controversy with that. But actually, I was kind of part of that as well, taking the side of not them, based off of what they did and what they promised and all that stuff. But look, Control's from what I've seen, a very good game. Again, I can't wait to play it myself. But we're approaching 2 years. I can't imagine that it'll be that much longer until we get an announcement of what the next thing is from them. So I would imagine it is Alan Wake 2. Now, again, from what they said, the closer one to being done is the most ambitious AAA one they've ever done. Alan Wake was, I would say, a AAA game. Now, it became more like a cult hit because it didn't sell like amazing, right? It sold pretty darn solid, and it has a following that's lasted literally, I think, 10 years, right? It's lasted quite a long time, but it's not the biggest thing in the world, but I would consider it AAA. So I believe that first game that they're talking about, that AAA game, is probably Alan Wake 2. And the second game is probably maybe a spin-off game that's, again, like their own kind of blog post says, in the same universe as Control, as Alan Wake, just kind of building out. And then who knows, maybe one day we get a Control 2. We'll have to see how it goes, but again, very, very exciting. It's great to see. I think we've all, probably since Control came out, we've all kind of, I don't know if expected it would be the right thing, but I think we've all wanted it even more and thought that the possibility was a lot higher. I think Remedy got a lot more popular ever since Control, right? Like leading into Control, people still had doubts about Remedy, and then when Control came out, although Control didn't sell, again, actually all that amazing, there was a lot of talk of like, okay, could Sony buy them? Like, would that be a thing? Could anybody kind of buy them? And again, from what Jeff Grubb says, it doesn't seem like anybody's going to buy them, but it does seem like there was a war to get to, and maybe, again, not buying them, but there could have been a war for like exclusive, it technically was exclusive publishing rights, where it's like if Sony won, maybe it would also come out on PC, but maybe it would only come out on PlayStation and not Xbox, right? So maybe there was some of that exclusivity kind of battles going on behind the scenes, but they were a very popular name, and I think with all of that, talking about Alan Wake 2, I think with all of that commotion going on, it's like, all right, you got to give us an Alan Wake 2 now, right? You're popular. Your games still don't sell like the greatest, but you're regarded as this like you do things very differently, right? Or like your games are very different, but they're also very high quality, but they maybe don't strike everybody, like they're not the most popular games of all time, but they resonate with enough people that last a very long time that we want you to do more, hence Alan Wake 2. Okay, so I think it kind of all lines up, and it's just fantastic to see. So let me know, guys, in the comments below, what do you think? Are you excited? Did you play the first Alan Wake? Did you play Control? Let me know. So make sure, as always, you guys are subscribed, hit the bell icon so you guys know when all these videos go up. I do a brand new video every single day on this channel, and so I hope to see you guys for tomorrow's video.